and being taking bold bets, right? So I think that is something which has given us a significant scale as we speak today. We are the second largest waste management company in Singapore. We collect, transport, process almost 1/3 of Singapore's municipal waste. We are number 3 in New Zealand through our municipal, commercial and industrial space in New Zealand. In India, you rightly pointed out, as far as landfill biomining, we have indigenously built, based out of India, one of the world's largest landfill biomining businesses. And it has not been easy, right? So I think that is something, and when we began our journey 7 years back, we started with a vision of zero to landfill. And that is something, it sounded very utopian 7, 8 years, 10 years back. If you talked about zero to landfill, people used to laugh on our faces that you guys are dreaming. But I'm very privileged and proud to share that we have been able to achieve that goal to a very good extent. We have already signed contracts where we are talking about not only clearing the landfills but also committing towards 80 to 90% of fresh waste being processed, upcycled or recycled, so that we can make sure that landfills becomes a thing of the past, the legacy ones, as well as we don't invest in any future landfills as well. Today, scale-wise, we are processing between 25 to 30,000 tons a day is what we are processing across half a dozen countries. And coming specifically to your question, Gigi, I think this being very disruptive for an industry which has been, there has been a particular way of doing business for the last 3 decades, right? So maybe we were able to disrupt the industry because we were coming from outside in perspective. Right, so we look at the waste not as a waste but as a resource which has a value to be reaped from that ecosystem. Right, so that is one important. Being disruptive as far as thought process is concerned was the reason why we could envision the whole integrated platform to be built. Number 2 is technology. So I think technology is our backbone. Whatever we invest in, it has to be technology driven, be it software, be it operational technology, be it segregation technology, be it processing or upcycling technology. I think that is something which was very nascent, I would say, a decade back in the entire India and for that matter Southeast Asia. So we saw that as an opportunity to focus on tech-driven execution, which has, the landfill biomining business that we are leaders in is fully indigenously developed in India, scaled up to global scale, right? We are already talking to a couple of countries that we will export an Indian developed, make in India technology and export that to multiple developed and developing nations in the next 12 to 24 months. Very rare for our sector, and that is a great learning for our entire fraternity here. I think if you can believe and stay focused as far as the quality standards and the scalability is concerned, India is not far behind. I think people across the world, they are looking up to us, and the next phase of growth and innovation will emerge from India. There is no second thoughts about it. And the third aspect which I want to focus on is making sure that ESG become a part of our day-to-day must-haves, right? ESG, unfortunately, it began with good to have, then it was hygiene, then it became good to have, but today I think that has to become as a must-have offering for every company who is in our sector. We cannot be in a position where we are solving one problem and creating 3 others, right? Either for our stakeholders, our environment, our ecosystem around there. So the moment you put that as a fulcrum of your offering, I think that itself should be considered as an investment, not as a cost or a liability. Right? It will deliver the right outcomes and results, but at the right time, you need to be patient.